Hi Libra, this is Samantha from Insights Tarot, and Happy New Year. This is your general reading for the second half of January 2019. This is a general reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And being that it's general, it won't resonate with all of you, so take from it what you can and leave the rest. Okay? I apologize that I didn't get the first part of the month readings out. I was on holiday, so I hope you can forgive that. I have two decks here because they're going to be two rows, Libra. The top row here is going to be what's going on outside of you and around you, and the bottom row, this deck, is going to be what's going on inside of you. What are you thinking and feeling? Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and pull your reading. What's going on around Libra at this time? This, if I didn't say, will be from the 15th to the 31st of January 2020. First card out is the Moon card. Go ahead and pull that up. Sorry, my cat wanted out. Okay. And the second, let's see here. I'll get to all of these once I've pulled them all. We've got the Eight of Wands. So the Moon, the Eight of Wands. The Hanged Man. And the bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups, Libra, as your general energy for this time. You're about to discover how I sold definitely apologize for the interruptions. This is your bottom row. This is what's going on inside of you and around you. 10 of Pentacles. Well, what's going on inside of you as in what are you thinking and what are you feeling? Excuse me, it's not what's going on around you. That's this row. This row is what are you thinking, what are you feeling? This is my Law of Attraction deck, which is all about thoughts and feelings and things of that nature. So we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is the Hermit card. Hanged Man. Wow. You have the Hanged Man and the Hanged Man. Hangman is over the Hangman, so you're definitely in a pause right now in some aspect of your life. Bottom of the deck is the Empress card. Beautiful energy. So I'm going to start with the top row. What's going on outside of you? What are the external circumstances of your life? And with the Page of Cups here, it's about a new beginning. It's about taking action into something new. It could be communications. I do feel like some of you right now are coming out of your shell. Maybe you've spent some time being more solitary as of recent, keeping things to yourself. But I do feel like you're now coming out of your shell. You're going to be open up communications more. For some of you, this is an invite into new love. Some of you are going to be going on a date or starting a new relationship at this time with the Knight of Pentacles here. This is something that's slow moving. For others of you, this could be some other offer. You could be getting a phone call or a letter in the mail. Something you've been waiting for, okay? Or it's a conversation you've been waiting to have with somebody that you're in a relationship with. Some important conversation. Okay. If not, I do see Libras at this time taking forward movement. Okay. You're taking actions to move forward in some situation in your life. And it has heartstrings attached. Okay. For some of you, it's needing to work on yourself, okay? You've been holding on pretty tightly to something with the Four of Pentacles here, and you've needed to make a decision about what you're going to do about the situation, okay? This could be finances, this could be family, this could be relationship. It will really be different for different ones of you. But with the Page of Pentacles, it's absolutely a new beginning. That's gonna grow solid foundation. Okay, so maybe a recent, you've worked through holding on to something tightly. You've made a decision to release and let go of something. So you could, with the Six of Swords here, that's what that means. You've released something into a new beginning. You made the decision to do that, and now you're moving forward with that decision. Okay, that's why the Knight of Pentacles here is you're moving forward with this decision. Now, that, like I said, general reading, Libra, so it's going to be different for different ones of you. Page of Cups can indicate children. So this could definitely have to do with something with the child, a situation with the child or another family member. But it could also have to do with other types of relationships. Definitely could be a friend and or a partner or your sweetheart. But definitely decisive action being taken or has been taken, because this could definitely be something that just recently happened to you, as well as something that could be happening right now. The Page of Cups is a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be Libra. It doesn't have to be their sun sign. This could be somebody you're dealing with who has that aspect somewhere in their chart, or it could be that you've got that somewhere in your chart. You've got some water below your sun somewhere, okay? It indicates to me a new beginning, but it also says to me that this could be just communicating. This is heartfelt communication. You're either giving or getting it. But if you're not doing a whole bunch of communication, I do feel like this is also a new beginning and actions towards a new beginning, okay? And it's one that's not been the easiest for you to work through, because you've been holding on to this beginning so tightly. Or to the old way, should I say. You haven't been holding on to the new beginning. I feel like you had to make the decision of whether or not you're going to continue to hold on tightly or release and have faith and move forward into a new direction in some aspect of your life. With 2 pages underneath this, we've got the Page of Pentacles as well as the Page of Cups here. I do feel like for some of you it's children, but the Page of Pentacles does indicate a solid beginning, okay? But it's something you've never done before. When pages, you know, they're the lowest card of the court cards. So for me, that's somebody being new, really new at doing something. So like I said, when I say it's a new beginning, it's either a new beginning or something you've never done before, and you're new to it. Okay, it's a new journey for you, and you made the decision take action and enter this. And it does affect you emotionally with the Page of Cups here. The Moon card here tells me you've been very emotional recently, okay? Something in your life didn't seem so clear to you, and it affected you emotionally, which pulls on this Page of Cups card again about being emotional. The Moon card does suggest to me that you've been going through something in some aspect of your life where you haven't seen all the details, you haven't been sure of the way, and you really had to rely on your own gut and your own feelings to work your way through, to make the decisions with regards to this aspect of your life. Okay, this card says you needed to rely on your intuition, and you needed to get in touch with your higher power, whatever that may be for you. I'll just call it the universe. You had to get in touch with the universe to give you help and guidance to move forward during this transition. It's a big transition. The Moon and the Hangman are major arcana, and that tells me this is something big that's going on. It's not some little change, and it happened pretty quickly with the Eight of Wands here, okay? Eight of Wands is a card about things happening quickly, but it's also a card about changes, okay? Back to the Moon, I do feel like for some of you, you have been keeping your feelings bottled up or tucked away, not very much sharing. And I said that as I entered into the reading. Some Libras have been staying very quiet about lately, not doing a whole lot of talking. And I do feel that there is a certain group of Libras that are going through things right now, and they're just not sharing it. They're keeping it to themselves, well, between themselves and the universe or their higher power. They're working through some particularly elusive stage. And when I say that, I mean it's a transition that's you haven't seen it clearly, and it presented itself in a way that you just weren't sure how it was going to turn out. And for some of you, I do see forward movement here, especially with the Knight of Pentacles. You've moved into this. You've made the decision to move forward with it. And I think it might have been something you had to do very quickly with the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands also indicates communication. So we have a couple cards of communications on deck. If you are speaking to somebody, it's somebody very close to you, or it could be a professional that you're talking to your emotions about. The moon does suggest, though, that you're not sharing this openly with anybody at this time. With the moon card, the moon is the number 18. When you add 8 and 1, that becomes 9. And 9s to me mean you're working through to the end of a cycle. A cycle is 1 to 10, 10 being the end of the cycle and 1 being the beginning. So since you're at a 9, it tells me right now you're putting in a lot of effort to something new. Something that's, you're not clear how it's going to end up or work out for you. And you're putting a lot of effort into it. And you did move forward with this recently. This group of Libras that I'm speaking to, okay? With the two minor arcana here, the page, the court cards, I do feel like for many of you, this is definitely a child that we're talking about, okay? So, certainly keep that in mind. It could be children, it could be family, but it doesn't have to be. This could be truly in any aspect of your life. Like I said, the Eight of Wands, something happened quickly. It was like one day it was one way, and then, within a day or a few days it changed into something else. I think you knew it was coming because you had to work through your emotions to get there. You had to make that decision, which is here with the Two of Wands. You really had to think about it, but I'm saying the change in and of itself, once you made the decision, Libra, things happened really quickly for you with this transition. The Eight of Wands is, it almost feels overnight or emergency type feeling here. Okay, so like one day it was this way, and then the next day it was a whole different way. And I feel it definitely affected your day-to-day routine. Eight of Wands does indicate also travel for me, as well as communication. So whatever's going on, it could indicate, and moving, not really travel, but the idea of moving, should I say, moving. My guides clarified that for me. It's not travel, it's more like moving. But for some of you, it could be travel, okay? An impromptu road trip, or impromptu telephone call. You could be getting that. As I said, with the Page of Cups, this is heartfelt communication given or received at this time. For some of you, you could be doing more. I see Libras on the telephone, so definitely could definitely mean you're making some phone calls or receiving some, and I do feel this is from family or friends, and it could have to do with this transition. For some of you, there's moving involved. Either you moved or somebody else moved, and that's why there's more communications in terms of like computer emails or texting or phone calls at this time. Okay. Eights indicate success, so there's definitely a forward movement here, moving, and it's successful. It fell into place rather easily, and even though you're having to put the work in there with the 8 here, I do feel like it's a successful transition so far for you. The Hangman comes out, and that Hangman indicates the pause before it happens. So I do feel like you're either in the middle of the transition, working through your emotions before it happens. With the Moon card here, you're still trying to make that decision, Libra, for some of you. And for others of you, this is past tense. You went through a pause before the transition happened, because this is a transition into some new way or some new thing for some of you, and it could be work oriented, it could be family oriented, relationship oriented. For some of you, it's, you know, moving to a new home. For some of you, I was just told you buying new phones, so cell phones, home phones. I see electronics being bought. Communication for this group of Libras is, you know, at least the buying of the product is highlighted here. So there is a group of Libras that have recently bought cell phones or home phones, something to do with communication. It could be a new laptop or computer, okay? But the Hangman indicates for me that there's a pause, and it's necessary because you needed to work through some stuff, needed to work through your own emotions before you made a decision to move forward. It's all about letting go, sacrificing, surrendering to what is, breaking free from daily patterns. So this suggests that your daily pattern has changed, okay? It also indicates a delay before you move forward into a different situation, okay? And it's asking you to look at things different. And there's either a group of you that have already went through this and are doing it, or you're at a place where you're just now working through it. And this is a pause before you move in. Just know that once, you know, I do feel with this card, once you've made the decision, very quickly you're going to see changes. It's going to happen to you like overnight, or with, you know, within a few days. I mean, it's going to be very quick once you've decided, once you've put, you know, put your fears to rest and you let go. You're going to see the changes rather quickly. So where are you internally? Well, with the Empress, what are you thinking about? You're thinking about new beginnings right now. Your general energy with the Empress is the Mother card. So I really do feel like your mother, the mother of your children, or your own motherhood is in question right now. It's not about how you are mothering, but being a mother, specifically for Libra women, being a mother is emphasized at this time. Okay, your motherhood, okay, has come up. I do feel a sense of nurturing going on, and being that a Page of Cups is above the mother, I do feel like children is highlighted for those with children this month. There's some transition going on for some Libras with their children, or at their home, and with their loved ones, but specifically children. But if you do not have children, it's about home, it's about nurturing, it's about wanting to create greater stability, okay? It's definitely a card that speaks to happiness, love, fertility, new beginnings of all different types right now. I do feel like you're focused on that. And with Gemini, the Lovers below that, I do feel like this is a situation that could involve the partner, or for me, the Lovers card can indicate different types of love. I feel it with this card today. So this could be familial love, the love of a friend, could be universal love or self-love. I'm really feeling family, familial at this time. For many of you, you're going through transitions within your family, movement into a new situation. Could be a living situation, could be moving home, moving, like I said, residence, or just, I do see children. The children could be going into different homes, and it wasn't an easy transition here with the 9 of Wands. Okay, then here you have a foot clad in a leather sandal walking through water. Well, that can't be comfortable walking through water in your sandal, and if it's leather, it could leave blisters. So I do feel like even though the situation is uncomfortable and could even hurt you, you're still taking with the Chariot here, and you're moving forward, because the Chariot card is all about success, moving forward, victory. It's a movement card. Again, another moving card. So I do see you're moving forward, and you're going to do so happily after a period of sadness. Okay? Your mind is all about this new beginning, and you're hoping it's lucky. You're taking a chance here, taking a risk with the 10 of Pentacles, especially under the Moon card. It comes under the Moon card. I do feel like you feel like you're taking a risk within a love relationship with a loved one. You're either it's either with a lover, a special somebody, or within the family situation there. I don't, again, feel like you're sharing your emotions fully with others. We have one cookie here that's not open. So we don't know what you're holding inside of you. But with the 10 of Pentacles, this is definitely a card that speaks to me about things working out right. You're at the end of a cycle. I do feel like good things are coming for you with regards to this particular transition. Okay, so 10 of Pentacles does speak to home and family as well, the stability of the journey. I do feel like this is going to be, it was a calculated risk, but one you're willing to take. I think you're feeling like the gains are going to, like that it's going to work out. These are your feelings and beliefs about the situation. So though you don't see things clearly, you're not really sure, I do feel like you took the risk, and though you're holding most of how you're truly feeling inside and you're not sharing it much with anybody else, I feel like you're staying and remaining hopeful that things are going to work out right, that you made the right decision, and your movements forward are going to prove to be, you know, positive. The paybacks will be positive. I do also feel like you're leaning very heavily into your higher power now, into your spirituality, Libra, with the Hermit here. You really had to, or are having to, go within and have faith and communicate with your higher power now. That's where all the answers are. So that could be partially why you're not sharing everything with, or sharing anything really emotionally with anybody about how your journey's truly going, because I feel like well, for some of you, you're just feeling very much like this is going to work out. You're keeping the faith. But for others of you, you're going inward because you're looking for answers and needing that guidance and that strength in the faith. So it's going to depend on what group of Libras you fall into. I do feel like all Libras had to work through the same issue. Some of you are further along in the process than others, that's all. But all of you will eventually work through this transition. All of you will work through this transition and come to a place of faith. And I do, like I said, the answers are going to come from within you, from your connection with your higher power. And you're going to definitely, that's 2 cards here. It's about healing your emotions and about using your intuition and the guidance of your higher power to move forward in a situation that's unclear to you now. I've already spoken on the Hanged Man, but you're definitely feeling it inwardly, and you're seeing it outwardly too. For some of you, you're at a great pause inwardly, which is pausing you outwardly as well. You're not capable of taking action at this time because you're still working on issues. You don't know how you feel about something, and for this set of Libras, you will come to feel better about this. I know you feel like you're on a tightrope and you might be scared or sad or nervous or anxious. Do know that these are fleeting feelings and they will pass, although I'm sure they feel very much like they're going to be with you forever. Go within. That's the advice of the Hermit card. Go within and get connected with your higher power and ask for some guidance and reassurance there. Ask for a sign. And eventually, if you need answers, you can even ask for the answers in the way forward there. Okay, Libra? That's exactly what your higher power is here to do. They just need you to ask for that help. They don't just give it. We live in a free choice world. Okay? So the Hanged Man is a 12. It's 2 plus 1, which equals 3. Threes have to do with relationships and expansion of your world. So it's letting go of certain relationships, you know. Learning to sacrifice and surrender to the way things are. Breaking down these patterns if they're out, you know, if they're outworn and old, and changing and shifting your perspective about something that might seem pretty scary to you right now, and it's scary and emotional for you because you don't know how it's going to work out. Well, at the end of the day, I feel like things are going to work out, and I see it here for many of you. You feel like it's going to pay off well. Okay, you're hopeful. So I have additional messages coming through here, or I'm going to use a John Holland Psychic Tarot for the Heart to bring you an additional message or two regarding the situations you're going through now. What is it that Libra needs to know regarding situations going on in their life at this time? Okay. That was unclear. So let's try it again. Additional messages. One card, please. When you give me more than one, I don't. There we go. Simply love. So the 6 at the top tells me this is a lifelong lesson. This is something that you've needed to learn or have been working on throughout this entire lifetime, possibly even others. Love to point out here that it looks like we have a father and a son here, so this could definitely indicate family matters at this time for you. Okay, children, like I said, are highlighted, the Book of Love. You could have dealings with a husband, a father, your children, okay, but also, you know, mother's indicated here too, so keep that in mind, the mother of your children. But here I'm seeing father of your children, but I'm really feeling like it's saying family stuff, family matters are what's going on now. And you know, for some of you, you're not with this person anymore, so you're, maybe if you are a Libra woman, you are letting your children now visit or see or live with their father. Okay. Maybe there's open communications now with a paternal parent. Just one set of you, one set of Libras that might resonate with. It's just, if I think it, I know it's a message, so I have to say it. Okay, but at the end of the day, it's all about love. It's about family. It's about sharing. This card is it's highlighting family and love, and with the book here, communications. Okay. Okay. Like I said earlier, moving. I felt movement here. So for some of you, you're moving on. You're either moving into a new place, you're moving in and out of a relationship, a home, or if it's not you, somebody else. Like I said, family, with it being next to the family card, there could be moving on into a new chapter. There could be movement of a husband or a child. If you're not with these people, whatever the movement is, it's going to affect you emotionally, okay? I do feel brighter days ahead because this is an 8. It's success, which tells me this is meant to be. But also the flowers at the top of the card here. There's flowers. He's walking in the direction of flowers. And the flowers are happiness. The water is cleansing and healing. And I do feel like there are Libras out there. Look at the bottom of the deck here. Find balance. So I do feel like there are Libras out there looking for balance. They're looking for healing. And 2s, this is within a relationship, okay? And this could be a marriage, or it could be a relationship with children. It'll be different for different ones of you, okay? So those are your messages. I hope they resonate. And until next time, do take care. Comment below. Let me know how this resonates, okay? And if you like the reading, how I read, the style of the reading, hit the like and subscribe button. Love having you here, Libra, okay? Till next time, do take care. Love and light always. Namaste.